Okay, so this video is going to be basically about using an external weight. Right now I have this kind of squishy, soft, comfortable ball. It's got sand in it. You can find these things on Amazon. I'm trying to think of what they're called, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But it's some kind of exercise ball, so I make sure it's kind of like a sand weight. Anyway, some kind of ball for loading. So you can do this with a hand weight, a free weight if you want, dumbbell kind of thing. It doesn't need to be a lot of weight, just a few pounds. You want to get some feedback that you can then perceive in your body that's external to bring about some more attention to, so you can feel it better and respond to it better. We tend to get too used to how our bodies are, and therefore we might be missing something, which you definitely feel this weight. Even though this ball here is about 3 pounds, you can definitely feel that it's got extra weight, and I can even feel it when I shift with that weight. I can feel it even down my foot. So it's really important you're basically channeling that extra weight through your body and trying to feel where that weight is going and how it's getting there, what muscles are loading, things like that. So it's really helpful. So I want to think about as that weight just side to side. You can do this in seated as well, but just trying to get a sense of where that weight's going, how it's getting there, and trying to get a sense that that weight, you're going to keep it kind of in control around your body, like in a tight orbit, even if you're trading off from hand to hand or moving, twisting, right? But you're really the idea is to move through your body. And what you want to get a sense of as you're going is that weight, and it starts out feeling heavy, you want to get a sense where it starts to get lighter and lighter in your hands, like your grip lightens and you're not using your distal parts of your arm and your body here. You start to feel it more like into your core and your hips, where you should be handling your own weight in addition, with this weight. So you want to get this to be light, almost like if you threw the ball up in the air, but it'd be kind of floating for a second before it came down. You'll feel like it's kind of weightless. So that means you're really taking that load and managing through your body rather than with your hands and your upper, distal parts. So you feel that flow. And then we're gonna start to connect the dots. And it's this kind of like an infinity sign sideways, but it's also gonna wrap around as I twist and turn. So as I take that infinity sign and kind of bend it around my body like this, conform to my body. So again, that ball's moving like an orbit around me, but I don't wanna be way out here. I wanna keep it maybe within the distance of my elbow to my hand. I don't wanna have my arm extended too much because I don't wanna feel like gravity and this ball are pulling me off balance. That's something you could work up to be able to handle that, but start closer to your body so it's more manageable and you feel it more directly through your body. So as I'm going here, I'm gonna do this kind of figure eight, and I can do this with both hands like a chopping motion. So it's back and forth, kind of like a kayaking motion, kind of like that, but it's like, imagine like a machete and you're kind of chopping through a dense jungle and you're just going back and forth, and feel that weight shift, pulling back into my hip. That's the target, hip to heel, lift up from my core. So it's kind of like an escalator coming down and across, elevator lifting up from the core. And I'm gonna curve it, wrap it around, coming back this way, escalator down to that hip, back behind, lift and curve here. And then I can also think about lifting my foot all the way off. Start with the heel, you can't see it in frame there, but start with the heel lift, and maybe the whole foot like a baseball pitcher winding up here. So I'm gonna feel that, and then that way my foot comes down, and then my body behind it. It's all smooth and soft. I'm not slamming into the ground in either respect. So foot, and then I kind of sit down and do it. Stand up, and then sit down, and stand up with the hip, lift with the core, and I flow. Now if we go to the walking, again, step, and I come across here. That weight I want to be real light. I want to use momentum. I want to just flow on through and make it real nice and easy, okay? So that's where you start to get real comfortable, with these kind of weight shifts, movements, and you can progress it in any which way and apply it to many different kinds of functional activities.